themselves, not to the detriment of anyone else, because my thing is, I can't love you if I hate me. But if I love me, then I'm in a position to love you.
And to your point, you know, when we do Black Lives Matter, it has to matter to us first.
First, dog.
Before it is extended to anyone else.
That's right.
We're killing too many of ourselves on that. You know, the police don't naturally have to come in the black community and go kill someone like they did with the Black Panther Party. They have to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing that right now amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's one of the things we have to do. And but the main thing beyond that, though, is we have to go ahead and realize that a lot of this is a direct reflection upon what happened on January 20th, 2009.
Oh, yeah. Without question.
We didn't have these issues like that until then.
Well, let me chime in on that, okay? Let me ask you a couple of questions.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever seen a president of the United States, prior to the current president, give a speech, national address, where a member of Congress stands up and interrupts and calls the president of the United States a liar?
Right.
No.
Never.
You have never seen that.
Never.
Have you ever seen a Congress of the United States that refuses to work with the President of the United States, espoused by two of the major leaders in the Congress, okay? The Speaker of the House and one of them, and the Majority Leader of the Senate. No, we ain't gonna work with you. All they had to do was add the N-word to it, and you got what they mean.
Well, you don't have to call somebody the N-word in order to treat them like that.
There it is, dog.
So you ain't got to do that. This whole situation here with that is, and Dr. Haynes, you had mentioned it before, I had never thought I'd say his name before, Tricky Dick, Richard Nixon. They didn't like Nixon. Nixon's poll numbers are down to been 20%, but they didn't disrespect him like you talked about that.
Never did.
They disliked Bill Clinton. They talked to him about him like he was a dog, but they never disrespected him like they did the current president.
And what president has had to produce his birth certificate, as if to say there's something illegitimate about who you are?
There is something in America illegitimate about anything if you got black in front of it.
There's no question. And so
anything.
Right. And so with that being the case, we have not seen this kind of disrespect of a president. Goldie Taylor puts it like this: Barack Obama, graduate of Harvard, successful as a senator, elected president, but he still had to produce his papers. And you know what that goes back to. Because when in the days of slavery, if you were away from the plantation, you had to produce your papers in order to justify being where you were. And that's where we are in the 21st century, because America has lived in the 51st state, the state of denial, as it relates to race and racism. Racism, the original sin in this country, and the long unresolved issue, and it didn't go away when Barack Obama became president.
Well, what about this, Dr. Haynes? Some people have said that we now have a black president, you should be satisfied. Heck, we even got black quarterbacks playing in the NFL. You're supposed to be satisfied now.
Right.
So what is it that we really want?
Well, I mean, the sad thing is, we like to say, or it is said that when one person succeeds, the Horatio Alger, kind of overcoming the odds, that everything is now fine. Well, that's not the reality. We've always had exceptional black folk who have done the impossible in the face of racist odds. So my thing is, I am not impressed when you get happy about me beating the odds. My thing is, we need to change the odds. And when you change the odds, and I go back to what you said earlier, which is so important, and that is we're killing each other. But we're killing each other in these manufactured ghettos, these what Dr. King referred to as airtight cages of poverty with limited opportunity. Because keep this in mind, they pathologize when black folk kill black folk and talk about black on black crime. But guess what? More white folk kill white folk than anybody else. And we don't talk about white on white crime because we don't want to pathologize white people, but we do pathologize black people. And when we do that, the sad reality is we allow America to say there's something wrong with black folk. No, it's something wrong with America. And when America gets itself right and begins to invest in these communities that have been set up, James Baldwin said in The Fire Next Time, he told his son, These ghettos have been set up for you, and every detail and symbol of your life is designed to destroy you. Blew me away, but that's the reality of it. And so we kill each other because we've been set up to take each other out. And so when you start putting in schools that educate, when you infuse economic opportunity in our communities, then all of a sudden, if I got a job, I ain't trying to kill you. But if I don't have a job, if I'm catching hell, and then you put me in this airtight cage of poverty with no opportunity, no possibility, then guess what? I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna have some issues, and as a consequence, self-hatred is gonna come out of that. So my whole thing is, America needs at this point to take a good look in the mirror, because black folk, no matter how high we go, we gonna catch hell. That's why it just tripped me out. Here's Barack Obama, elected president, and your senator from Kentucky says, my #1 priority is to make Barack Obama a one-term president. Don't forget this. He said that when the economy was in the toilet. So his #1 priority was not fixing the economy. It was not fixing the crumbling infrastructure in this country. It was to make Barack Obama a one-term president. We ain't heard that in the history of this nation, that some party said, that's my #1 priority. And my thing is, why did not people of goodwill of all colors say, it's something wrong with you